Journal Record editor Ted Struley joins us to discuss other stories making news in business this week. Ted, thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Ted, Hugo is suffering more water problems. What's the latest there?
Well, this was really kind of a routine thing. The Department of Environmental Quality did issue a couple more notices of violation to Hugo's water system. They found some chemicals and some cloudy water violations, but there were also some reports that hadn't been filed on time, so a little bit of that is just catch up. Of course, Hugo is facing a substantial fine of about $1.3 million for some problems they've been having going back nearly a year now.
Now, the slowdown in the oil patch appears to have hit Kimley. What's the company doing?
Well, the company responded to the slowdown by offering all 700 employees a buyout option if they're thinking about moving on or perhaps retiring a little bit early. Certainly all 700 employees won't take them up on that, but it'll make it a more palatable way to adjust their workforce.
Now, the Oklahoma Corporation Commission is delaying decisions on some injection wells. What's the story?
Yeah, there were 8 applications for disposal wells pending. 3 of those will now be heard by an administrative law judge. The other 5 will eventually come back up before the Corporation Commission. All 8 of those disposal wells were in high seismic activity areas.
Langston's keeping a close eye on some growing cracks in the city streets. What are they concerned about?
Well, they think those cracks are being caused by earthquakes, but they can't be completely sure because they haven't had a long enough span of time between earthquakes to determine whether that's really the cause. It also means they're having a very hard time finding any affordable earthquake insurance, again, because there isn't enough time between earthquakes to get a policy in place.
Oklahoma City's economy is growing, but it looks like Tulsa's doing even better. Tell us about that.
Well, as these were numbers from 2014 on the gross domestic product of both cities. Tulsa grew at 3.7%, Oklahoma City at 2.6%. The economists told us that much of that was because while there is greater workforce and more oil and gas industry activity in Oklahoma City, there's more oil and gas ownership in Tulsa. We do expect to see those numbers change significantly once we get the 2015 data.
And what are you working on for next week?
Well, you know, there's an organization in Norman that helps veterans get their benefits. They're in the middle of a big riff. It's a fight over money. We're going to have the details on that in Monday's paper.
All right. Thanks, Ted. Like the tie.
Thank you.